All right, Ronan Farrow, he is trashing his father, Woody Allen, in a guest column for The Hollywood Reporter. Ronan's adopted sister, Dylan Farrow, says that Woody Allen molested her. And Ronan is furious that the media never seems to press Woody Allen to respond to that.
So here are some of the article excerpts that Ronan wrote. He'll have his stars at his side, Kristen Stewart, Blake Lively, Steve Carell, Jesse Eisenberg. They can trust that the press won't ask them the tough questions. It's not the time, it's not the place, it's just not done. That kind of silence isn't just wrong, it's dangerous. It sends a message to victims that it's not worth the anguish of coming forward. It sends a message about who we are as a society, what we'll overlook, who will ignore, who matters, and who doesn't.
And this is coming from his son.
Right.
It is accusations, though. He's never been convicted of anything. Joining us now, Heidi Hamilton from Dish Nation and the Heidi and Frank Show. So Woody can.
I know. Well, you know what I said last week. I mean, I've never been a Woody Allen fan. I never understood how everybody just forgives. I mean, again, never been prosecuted.
Right.
But the allegations are pretty hardcore. Ended up marrying his stepdaughter, and everyone just goes, "Oh, that's fine." And now Ronan's coming forward because Ronan is a journalist. He was working on a TV show at the time when he had once said that he had asked his sister Dylan, let's maybe just not keep talking about it. And he says he feels horrible for that. Like, that's the problem, that nobody wants to talk about it. Woody Allen never gets asked about it. They want it to go away. And that's the problem, is that everybody doesn't want to talk about it. And what happens is, when you do have an interview with Woody Allen or some of his co-stars, publicists, and you've dealt with publicists before,
sure, they
come
say
and go,
no questions.
hey, they don't want to, talk about that. And if you do break that, then all of a sudden it's like, you know what? You're not going to talk. You're not going to get any of my other clients. So everybody's playing this game oh gosh, we have to behave ourselves, and that's the problem. And then everything just keeps perpetuating.
But is it fair to go after the stars in the movie, not after Woody Allen, but to go after, he lists Kristen Stewart, all these other people who are in the movies, and not ask them, like, why are you in this movie? Because, here's a guy that's accused of, sexual impropriety.
Right, and then they say, and this is what they always say, oh, it's not personal, it's business. No, for me, if I find out something about somebody, I'm done. Like, if I find that out, not that they're knocking on my door, but if Woody Allen was like, hey, I'm thinking about you for a movie, I would say I appreciate it, but no thank you.
Really?
Nobody believes me, and maybe it's easy to say because that opportunity's never going to present itself. But no, when I find I can't separate that. If I know something about you personally that that's awful, I'm like, I don't want any part of that person.
But that's the thing, we don't know. And so there are accusations, and there have been accusations for years and years out there. But unless someone is really convicted of something or even brought up on charges of something, as far as the public goes, when is it fair game? Or when do you just, you look at his body of work and say, look, he's a prolific film director, if nothing else.
I think the thing for me that bothers me is that Paula Deen said some stuff 25 years ago, okay?
Right.
Don't have to reiterate that, but if you know the story, you know.
And
all of a sudden, show goes away, her merchandising goes away. Now, there's levels of bad. Hey, that's bad. But there's levels of bad. Woody Allen's forgiven, but yet all of a sudden Paula Deen goes away. So I just don't understand how some people are forgiven and some people aren't.
So
I don't get it.
It is weird for Ronan Farrow, because this is his father, Woody Allen.
Yeah.
He claims that Woody Allen would come into her room, to Soon Yi's room, right? Or Dylan's room.
To Dylan's room, and so he would snuggle her inappropriately and make her suck his thumb.
Ew.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now, of course, you can't.
Yes.
But I guess when Dylan was a child and she was deposed many, many times, the story never changed. The story always remained the same. And a lot of times they say that that's how you know when somebody's telling the truth. It's like the story has never changed.
And Ronan says, now this is so weird because, like, how could I forgive my father? Because now my sister, who I grew up with,
and you want to
now
support
is
your
my,
sister.
Now he's my father and my brother-in-law.
What?
Right? Wait.
Yeah.
See?
Brother-in-law.
Jerry.
Before we let you go,
Wow.
Speaking of family feuds, let's talk about the Osbournes, because Sharon and Ozzy are in Splitsville.
Yeah.
Fine. I mean, they had broken up in the past, but, she would take them back, and
many years. And she said, at 63 years old, she says, I just can't do it anymore. And we were talking about it this morning on the Heidi and Frank show, and Frank goes, oh, come on, you're 63. Like, he's done it before. Just who cares? Turn the other cheek. I was like, no. My mom and dad went through this. My mom and dad just got divorced after 47 years of marriage. And so with, Kelly Osbourne going on Instagram and holding up a lemon because her mom came out and had lemonade, they're saying, oh, she's obviously showing support for her mother.
She got him.
Yeah, right.
Zing.
Right? Yeah. So she's showing support for her mother. But it's tough, I think, when your parents go through a divorce and, it's like they're saying, oh, she's picking sides. But it's one of those tough situations where your parents get divorced and it's like, you love them both and you gotta, you gotta sort of support them both.
So what's
it's
better
tough.
to do? Just go on Instagram and put
Yeah,
someone-
that's a little weird, but I guess that was just her trying to show support for her mom, who came out, on the talk and was sipping her glass of lemonade like Beyonce.
Right, it was all very
It's-
symbolic.
yeah.
Do you get it now?
I got it. Now I get it.
So you can watch Dish Nation weeknights at 6:30 and 11:30 right here on Fox 11. Also catch the Heidi and Frank Show on 95.5 KLOS live every weekday morning from 6 to 10 a.m. Heidi, thanks for staying up late.
Oh, yeah, this is kind of late for me. I like it,
Yeah,
though. Always for you.
Great to see
Appreciate
you.
it.
Fox 11.